Hi, I'm Mike with the School of Self-Reliance. Today we're talking about backpacks, specifically the USMC, United States Marine Corps, ILBE backpack. That's improved load-bearing equipment. And this pack is made by Arc'teryx. The U.S. Marine Corps paid $480 a unit for these packs, brand new. And you can get these on the civilian market from either Mickey Finn's Army Navy Surplus on eBay, or from a company where I got this one, Black Star Military Surplus out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And you can get these for roughly between $125 and say $160 or $70 if you hunt. And they're brand new for that price. There's some out there charging a little bit more. You can find them anywhere from $200, $300, $400. Don't pay that for them. You can go to Black Star or to Mickey Finn's, and you can pick these things up a whole lot cheaper. But talking about this bag, I'm just going to give a spoiler alert right up front. This is just an incredible backpack for the money that you will spend on it. This is a $500 unit that you can get brand new delivered to your door for about $140. And as far as a bug out bag, you couldn't get better. As far as an expedition bag, this is great. Like I said, the government spent a whole lot more on it. This bag is extremely well padded everywhere, and everything on it is modular. It has an internal metal frame. This belt comes off. Most of the other pieces all come off. The backpack straps are removable. Most of the time when you get these brand new, they'll come disassembled. It'll take you 5 minutes to put them together. They're not hard. They're easy to put together. They are comfortable to wear. They are comfortable to haul an enormous load in these things. And if you're looking to buy a used ones you can have for $60, $70, $80, anywhere in there, depending on how much fading and what condition you're willing to accept. The Marine Corps really, or Arc'teryx really, when they designed this bag, really thought this through. It's got grab handles everywhere on it. And it's got molly capability on both sides. Right here. It's got these pockets. And I've heard a lot of guys on YouTube say that these pockets on the sides here are used for Nalgene bottles. Well, you can, although if you see that Nalgene bottle doesn't really fit very well, and the pocket's not truly deep enough. And the guys who say that this is for a water bottle are actually wrong as rain. The United States Marine Corps, every company carries an 81 millimeter mortar. And rather than have to have a mule train behind them hauling mortar rounds for that mortar, every single person in the unit, when they're carrying this and they deploy with that mortar, this pocket is for the bottom of an 81 millimeter mortar tube. And then the mortar goes up like this and is secured around with some of these straps that have other purposes as well, but it holds a mortar tube. And the other side, the same thing. So you have two men, or two mortar tubes, two mortar rounds being carried by each individual Marine. That way they can feed that mortar when they set up. And nobody's strapped with, carrying a whole bunch of mortar rounds for no reason. So that's just to distribute the load. So the guys who say that these are used for water bottles, they're dead wrong. You can use these because of the way this is made. I have found that you can fit the butt end of a rifle in here, and then like an AR-15, the butt end will fit in here, and you can get the AR long ways along the bag, or you can get a shotgun, or you could get an air rifle if that's your thing, or you could use a takedown bow and use this area for a takedown bow. So it does have other uses, but the Nalgene thing, I really wouldn't know how unless you just want to drop your Nalgene bottles. All right, the lid on this backpack, when you open it up, it comes off just with two quick releases. So the pack is extremely modular. There's nothing on it. If you tear up your lid, there's nothing on this pack except for the main pack itself that can't be replaced. So if you tear up the lid or you tear up other sections of it, you can always replace it without having to buy a whole new bag or even take it to somebody to get it sewn. The top of this bag on the lid has a really large open pocket, you know, good for gear storage. And the zippers are first rate. I mean, these are some mammoth zippers. They're going to take a lot of abuse. It also has MOLLE on the top for attaching other gear. You know, the backpack has plenty of that all the way around. One of the things that I thought was a great idea that they did with this when Arc'teryx designed this pack was these. On the zippers, they've got this black rubber tubing attached to the shot cord that's attached to the zippers. And this makes it really easy for you to get a hold of that and manipulate the zippers. And if you're hunting around in the dark, you know, instead of looking for just a zipper tab or, you know, a small piece of paracord, you've got this. Or if you've got gloved hands, you know, and it'd be difficult to manipulate a smaller tab, they've put these in place so that you can get a hold of them easily and find them easily. And I think that's just a winner of an idea. Another thing about this bag is on the side, when you have this bag totally loaded, it has a zipper that runs the length of the side. And again, it's got those same features, so you can get a hold of it with gloved hands and you're not hunting around for anything. But it gives you access to the side of the bag, so that if you've got stuff in here and you're, you know, let's say it's all packed up, you don't have to unpack your whole bag, you know, go at it from the top and just unpack the whole damn thing in order to find a smaller piece of gear. You can just unzip it from the side and go in here and get what you need and zip it back up. And I think that again, a great idea. You know, it is a stress point, but these zippers are just He-Man zippers, so they're not going to fail you. Everything on this bag, every stress point, is either double or triple stitched. It's made out of really good material, so you're not going to have problems with this bag. This is meant to carry over 120 pounds of gear for the Marine Corps, and it does that very effectively. It also, more importantly, does it comfortably, because there are two things when you're out in the woods, when you're either on a mission, when you're hiking, when you're going whatever, you know, when you're carrying a heavy load, when you're out in the field, there are two things that suck. An uncomfortable backpack and an uncomfortable pair of boots. And, you know, I'm a big believer in make yourself comfortable. Don't give yourself pain that you don't have to. And one of the surest ways that you can avoid a backache and leg aches and everything else in the night when you're trying to go to sleep is have a backpack that's comfortable to carry. And this one fits that bill. The boots, we'll talk about the boots another time, but I'm sure everybody will agree with me. If you got a bad pair of boots, it leads to bad things in the field. So spend some money on your boots, spend some money on your pack. This one, like I said, designed by Arc'teryx, manufactured by Proppers. And they did a great job on the manufacturing, like I said, double or triple stitched. Now, inside of here, there is a fold out, and I don't know if we can zoom in on this, but there is a fold out section in here that literally folds out. I don't know if you can see it, but it folds out and it attaches to the other wall of your pack, and that's so that you can section this off if you want to and have two distinctly different sections in your pack so that you don't have gear just going all over the place. And if you don't want to use it, that's fine too, because it just rolls back up. It just rolls back up, and it's got a little piece here on some elastic that goes right in to this, and you just turn it, and there you go, it's cinched up, you know, so now you've got an unobstructed one large space in your backpack. But you can section it up if you want to or not. So another good thought by Arc'teryx. Another thing about this pack, it comes with a couple of accessories. One of them is a USMC radio pouch. This is meant to go inside your pack. There's spaces in there where this actually clips into and it hangs. Now this is meant to accommodate a U.S. military radio. You notice it's open here on the sides, and it would be great for a civilian use if it didn't have these holes in the sides, because then you could put gear in there. I also wish that the top closure was a little bit better than just these cinch straps, because then you could pack some other stuff in there. You still can, but if you were going to put small items in there, they're just going to fall out. You'd have to put them in a bag and then shove the bag inside of it. I suppose you could probably modify it, you know, sew these shut or put another piece of material in there, and probably get it to function a little bit better for your purpose. But remember, it was built for a military radio, but you can probably get it to work for some other things. Next, this backpack, if you buy it new and you buy the complete system, it comes with an assault pack. And this assault pack really is great. It's expandable. On the inside here, we're going to pull that back. It has a backer that is removable. Removable with a little bit of work. But, okay, I'm not going to try to remove it, but it does pull out. It's a hard piece of plastic that is still flexible, and it's put right behind the padding. And the idea behind this is if you put objects in here, you know, you got a little bit of a load, that sharper objects aren't poking you in the back while you're walking with this. And that's again, a hell of an idea. You can also buy replacement pieces for those should you break it. Again, we've got some attachment points where you can put the radio pack. It does have a second pocket. You know, pretty generous on space. It's about the size of most assault packs that you find on the market. It does have a grab handle. It does have space for a hydration bladder, so you get the hose through and pop your bladder inside of it. Most all of this is coated with an insect guard. Washes out after about 50 washings, but it does keep insects off for a little while. And one of the cooler things about this, with this system, is that this pack, this backpack, allows you to button pretty quickly, pretty easily. It allows you to attach your assault pack directly to the main pack. And of course you'd cinch it down. We're going to show you some pictures of this all loaded up later. But it gets on there, it cinches down, and then you can carry it on the main pack. So it just makes it a little easier. And then to get, you know, if you're going to go out patrolling or something like that, or just scouting or hunting and you've dropped your main pack, it is not a big deal to take this pack free and then use your assault pack. Take your minimal gear with you and leave your bigger stuff at base camp. And when you're not using it, just all folds right back up. You just roll it up and stick it in the pouch provided, and it rides comfortably and snugly with a minimum of effort. But this backpack, it's a great size backpack. Get a lot of kit in there. Like I said, it's meant to hold about 120 pounds. Again, like I had said earlier, the Arc'teryx company did a great job designing this, and it, if we can zoom in on this, it's got that same plastic backer below the padding on this backpack, so that when you're putting all that heavy gear in there, it doesn't dig into your back. you know, when you're walking with it. You don't have any stress points or uncomfortable areas in your back when you're carrying it. And it rides really, really nicely. You're going to see this backpack used a lot by me in our further videos. I just wanted to point it out as a really great piece of kit. And if you want to get one of these, this cost me $135 delivered to my door from Black Star Military Surplus in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And it was brand new. And I want to say one other thing. The folks over at Black Star, first-rate customer service. When I got this bag, this lid, they were supposed to send me a new one, and they sent me one that was slightly used. Everything else was new, but they sent me one that was slightly used. I called them up. They were max attentive to the situation. They sent me the replacement in the mail immediately. They didn't require that I return the used one first. They sent me the new one, and they even sent me a shipping label to mail back the product to them. And that's what I call first-rate customer service. So I'd talk to those people. Mickey Finn Army Navy Surplus, they have them at great prices. They've also got used ones and new ones. Their prices are relatively similar to Black Star, and their customer service is first rate. So those are a couple companies that I'd think about buying the backpack from if you're in the market for a pack like this. And they run sales on eBay. They are major eBay retailers, so you can always find good kit from them. And no, they're not paying me to do this. I'm just plugging it. I'm just letting you know. Now, sometimes when I do these videos, prices will change, unexpectedly. I don't control the company. I just tell you where I got my kit and at what kind of cost it set me back. And I just do that so that you don't have to do the legwork to find it. So if you get there and the prices have changed, I'm sorry. They do vary a little bit, but the folks over at Black Star and Mickey Finn, they seem to, for the last several months, have had the very similar pricing, and it's stayed pretty stable. Again, a comfortable backpack, bulletproof as far as how durable it is, and you're getting a nearly $500 piece of kit for $140 basically, and you just can't beat that. Now, some people say the color, it's marine Marpat camouflage, and some people don't like that color. Hey, I understand, but I'll put up with a lot as far as color differences, because this is a modern camouflage that works very, very well, and I'll put up with the color for another reason. This $500 backpack cost me $140, and it's bulletproof. So for that, I'm willing to put up with a little. A little bit of disappointment on color. They do make this, Arc'teryx does market a multicam version of this called the Arc'teryx Tango. It's $650, and it's identical to this one, but it's $650, and it doesn't come with an assault pack. So, if you want it in multicam, you can get it. They also make the Tango and a Delta version of this in green and tan and a few other colors. So you're not just stuck with the military stuff. But if you do go that route, you're going to pay a whole lot more. So this is just a first quality piece of kit for not a lot of money. If you do go with the Marine Marpat, some people say, well, you can't get Marpat pouches or things like that. Well, that's true. They are hard to find. The Marine Corps keeps that stuff pretty close to the vest. This is an IFAC, an individual first aid kit, and this one is actually foreign manufactured. They told me it was Marine Corps issue. I don't really think that it is, but what is right is that the fabric is right. It is actual Marpat. It's not digital woodland, we made a close copy but no cigar, kind of knockoff. It is actually digital Marpat camouflage. The pattern is correct and the material is correct. There is a company called Ops, UR Tactical, and they're out of Hong Kong, but they are making 100% real Marpat, not the knockoff that looks close but really isn't. They're making it out of real Marpat camouflage, and they have everything from magazine pouches to first aid kits, general purpose pouches. They have all of your Marpat gear. So if you do get this backpack and decide to go into Marpat, Ops UR Tactical out of Hong Kong, you can find them on eBay, or you can just type it in and they've got a website. So you can get your Marpat pouches and gear to go with this backpack. And of course, you can't really buy MARPAT uniforms in stores because, again, the Marine Corps holds that pretty close to the vest. They don't want it sold. There's a lot of companies out there, True Spec and stuff, that have MARPAT. At least they call it MARPAT, but it's not. It's just a close but no cigar copy, and it doesn't work as well. The MARPAT's the better camouflage. So if you want MARPAT uniforms, you can get those on eBay. But long story short on this backpack, love it, bulletproof, great price, getting a hell of a piece of kit for not a lot of money. Again, I'm Mike, School of Self-Reliance. If you like what we do, like us on Facebook, watch our videos, share our videos. Thanks for watching.